Before we started this job, we had our safety brief. We went over our JLAs for air knife and for air mover operations.
We got two different JLAs we're going to go over. We have the air knife portion of the job. We also have the air mover that we're going to be using. So we want to go over both portions together.
We do it as a group so that way we can decide which guys have which roles, and then we roll through whatever hazards that they might run into in each role.
Pretty soft and wet too, so piggybacking off the tripping hazard, just watch your step move around back there.
That's a good point.
During our safety meeting, it's important that everybody speaks up and has a voice so we can make sure that we don't miss anything, so we can make sure that we're all on the same page. Because if nobody speaks up, then how do we know something's wrong?
All right, guys, let's be safe out there today. We got families we got to go home to tonight. We want everybody to be safe, and we all have the stop work authority. So if anybody sees anything that doesn't feel safe, let's make sure we stop.
Agreed.
Let's do it right and safe the first time, go home the same way we came in.
So today we use the air knife, and the air knife, the lance, we use that to break up the soil into small pieces. We find fissures in the soil and the air breaks it apart. So on the other end we use a vacuum to remove the soil that we break apart. So it worked out really well. We can do trenching hundreds of foot a day. We use a cage whenever we're in tight spaces. We're working next to cars that are very close, so we don't damage the cars, no flying debris. You can use it in tight working conditions or with multiple utilities in the excavation. It may not be in a conduit, so you may have a bare wire in the ground, so when you're lancing, that will keep from breaking that utility.
Well, this you want to do these jobs when you don't want to dig with equipment, where you want to do an excavation that's less intrusive. So this way you don't disturb any underground wiring, any conduit, any piping. You don't have to worry about that type of thing with this type of excavation.
Basically just dug a 8 to 9 foot trench today, foot wide, foot deep, with minimum, if not any debris that exited the cage within under about 10 minutes.
So air knifing is a great option with the backfilling. When you backfill that excavation, everything comes out dry. There's no solidification needed. The material can go right back in the hole. Everything's dry and you just backfill as it stands. A lot of other types of soft dig, you have to take the material somewhere else. It's a wet material, you have a wet hole when you're done that nobody wants to get down into to work. This is definitely the way to go.
Honestly, I've never seen a culture like this one. I've never seen a safety culture like at PSC. A lot of companies talk about safety and they want to do the pencil part of it, but PSC actually promotes a culture of being safe.
It's important to start with safety in your LPSA just because you want to make it home to your family and friends.
With LPS, you have a set of standards that's universal throughout the company. It really makes a big difference, especially with guys coming in from different locations. I could work with guys from Calvert City, Kentucky one day, or guys from Wood River Refinery one day, or come out to Baltimore today and it's all the same.
We look out for each other. We try to make sure that we watch each other's backs. We don't want to be the reason that another guy gets hurt because we didn't say something, because we didn't spot the hazard before that guy got hurt. So we have a pretty tight-knit group. PSC, people, safety, caring.